Okay, this is an abandoned set of rails that is going to be taking us to this abandoned mine. We got to go down another way to get into the mine, but these are the this is the rail line that led to the mine. It's abandoned up here in the woods. They never did remove the rails. So why, we don't know, because these are expensive rails, heavy duty. So the mine, it leads off in that direction, and that's the way we're going to be going to get to it. Okay, we're slowly making our way down this abandoned slope mine here, and keeps going down for a good ways, and it's a concrete line slope tunnel, and the concrete will probably end about another 300 feet down, and then the mine just keeps going down. But they took all the rails up and the cross ties in this one. So, all right. Okay, this is the bottom of this concrete line shaft for the slope mine. I did a full job on this one. It's a pretty steep angle going up, and there's some of the compressor pipes, air compressor pipes they left in there. But it's a pretty good ways back up. And you've got one of the first left headers here. And they got that one blocked off, and there's Josh is sitting in front of a used air compressor hose, and that is that's looking straight down. So still have the wooden support timbers right there, still in place, and like I said, that goes straight on down. So, all right. Okay, we're going to be making our way on out of this mine. We're having to go back to the original starting point because we couldn't get to the other mine underground. But these are some of the huge ante rooms down in this mine that just monster rooms. You can see the rails and everything right here. So we're going to be making our way out that way. Okay. Okay, Josh is heading down there to check out this other huge section.
And you got a header right here on the right.
I mean, we're making our way back out, but none of this has been explored in, it's just no telling how long. This section of these mines that we're in are over 100 years old, so we just don't know. But so we're coming out, we've seen some of these before, but this is a perfectly intact out sign. And what that was is where we were coming from, we were trying to get to, was an escape manway, an escape way, is what we were trying to find. But this is real rare. We had seen some before on the earlier trip, but this is a perfectly intact wooden sign, probably over 100 years old, just sitting there. A minor place is right here, because the emergency manway would have been back to the back in that direction. But that is really something. Perfectly intact. We'd seen a couple before, but that's excellent condition. So, all right, we may take this passageway to go out.
It's crazy, man.
Well, we are tracking along, trying to get back to the main slope in which we started, and this is a gigantic underground aquifer that has sucked down the header with the rails. You can see some of the rails down there, and all that is perfectly hollowed out as an underground aquifer. That's not man-made. That was done by an underground aquifer down below. Never seen this. Look at that. It took out the entire work header with the rails, and so much for getting out. There's another out sign right there. So hopefully the guy that put the out sign there 100+ years ago didn't fall in. We might see his bones down there, but this is not man-made. This is natural and underground aquifer, which there were plenty of them. Well, we're going to go this way, but we're not going that way. So we'll head back up over this way. So, all right. Okay, coming on through this passageway right here, what you've got, it's a good example. There's old rock retaining walls. They took out anything that wasn't iron ore, stacked it. That right there is the remain of a pine tree that they had cut down on the mountain and brought in here and used as a roof support. Still has the pine bark on it. And I mean, this is just a straight shot passageway right here. This is nothing but stacked rocks. My buddy, he went on ahead to see what he's found. And this is one long passageway. Wow. Gotta really watch where you step here, man. And that's just a big stoper. That's another header down there. And that goes on straight ahead. Okay, we're going to go off down this header right here and see where it leads to. Got some pieces of minecart rails, old frog switch for the rails, tons of rails, pipes, and you've got the remains of the rail line right here that my compadre is checking out here. Remains of timber supports. All right. Lots of pieces of rail spikes. Huge open area right here, man. Oh man, does that drop down?
It drops down.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we might have to come back and explore that better.
Yeah, man, no kidding.
That keeps
Got to
going.
drop down. You got the remains of the rails right here. Okay, we'll see what else where this leads us.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, that's another header up there, breakthrough. Did a lot of these for air ventilation. And huge. I mean, it's just huge. And got the remains of the rails right here. And more remains of the rails. You see, it's got different passageways. And more rails here. Timber supports. You can see how that just cuts off. Goes this way, and it goes this way. I mean, they took the inside of this mountain out. So, all right. Okay, we're at the bottom of this big slope mine. We just came out from a different direction. And these are the main slope rails going right into the water. And the rest of it, for several thousand feet, is completely flooded. And you can see where at one time they had the electrical insulators there. And a lot of loose wiring right there. But the water is really up. It's got to be up a good 300-400 feet. So, but crystal clear. It's not sludgy or anything. So that means that there's maybe one or two underground aquifers. When they shut this mine down, they were always having to pump the water out, once they shut those pumps off, it didn't take long for the mine to flood. So, but anyway, I'm just looking back up right there. And that's the way we came out. 6 left. So, all right.